No mic, so can everyone hear me? We're good? All right. I know what you're thinking first off. Let's get out of the way. Yes, I'm wearing an eye. We did not mean to match, and yes, I'm way less good looking than you. Before we get started, a couple housekeeping items to take care of. One, there's some great veterans that came to see me speak today. So, gentlemen, put your hands in the air back there. Going to kill me, but my lovely fiance is in the front row here. She supports me through everything, puts up with my crap, and even doesn't mind when my socks are in my living room when she comes to visit. So thank you, honey, for being amazing. Again, last week, Arango, not many people can do that. Just raise your hands if you are a veteran, if you know a veteran, or if there's someone in your family that's a veteran. Raise them up high. Hey, look at that. That's pretty good. This is going to be a good topic. Today, we're going to talk about veterans can be a catalyst for change and progress in our society. And before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Stephen Arango. I'm a 2L at the University of Alabama School of Law, and I'm also a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. Thank you for coming today. Let's get started. So, as you can see here, we have a captain of the United States Army looking important, pointing. That's rule number one in the military. Always look important. Especially, I believe we have a colonel here. If you're a superior officer, then you want to look important. So he's doing a wonderful job. So why should veterans get engaged? Well, first off, veterans, we go to these premier leadership academies. We go to officer candidate school. We go to basic. We go to jump school, dive school. You name the school, we've been there. The United States military instills these leadership and communication skills that nowhere else in the world can they do this. The second thing is we go through food deprivation, sleep deprivation. You may have rounds flying overhead. You're in a squad bay or barracks with men and women you've never met from all around the world. And you probably have pink eye, or candidate crud as we like to call it, which is a disgusting mutated form of the common cold. And you'll be hacking up mucus for the rest of your life. Thank you, United States military. So not only are you getting this premier leadership that you can get nowhere else in the world, your immune system is getting trained like nowhere else in the world. It's a 2-for-1, you can't beat it. So not only are we getting this, but we're also being taught how to finish missions. We're taught to kill the objective, to take the objective, but to get the job done. So this skill cannot be overemphasized and how important it is in today's world. To be able to take an idea and finish it. But what happens when veterans don't get involved in our communities and schools? Well, first off, the gap of understanding between our civilians and our veterans widens. In fact, our own Secretary of Defense, General James Mattis, wrote a book on this called Warriors and Citizens. And he says that this gap has intensified over the years and continues to intensify. So we have a lack of understanding, and we're not working together. We have no relationship. And the second thing that happens is our country loses out sorely on the skills and leadership and communication skills that we have learned and that our United States government has instilled in us. Our country is always thirsting for this, yet we're not giving it back. So when can we get involved? When you're president of the United States, which I'm sure someone in this room will probably end up being president or congressman or congresswoman, and when you do, remember my name, Stephen Joseph Arango. I'm going to want the puppet. But until then, you're at the University of Alabama, and you need to grow where you're planted. You know, you may not be from here. I'm from Clearwater, Florida. It's a city way down in Florida near Tampa. It's a great place, #1 beach in Florida. A little shout out there. But it's nowhere near Tuscaloosa. It's nothing like Tuscaloosa. But I'm here right now, and you're here right now. So how can we make University of Alabama better, and how can we make Tuscaloosa better? So don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till 10 years down the road when you're a congressman or congresswoman. Start now, because you have the skills, you're old enough, you're wise enough, and you're ready to go. So what can you do? I always love speeches that are, hoorah, get you pumped up, but there's no applicability. I want something that says, all right, you can do this, how do we do it? Well, I've got some ideas. They may not be great ideas. You may have better, and let me know if you do. First off, there's a VA right down the road, 5 minutes. They're always looking for volunteers. Go run for city council. I hear from more people in Tuscaloosa the problems with the city council and that they don't have people running that actually care about Tuscaloosa. They care about money or this, that, or the other. Well, guess what? You go to the University of Alabama. You're not too young. You have this experience as a veteran. You've deployed. You've led Marines. You've led soldiers. You've led sailors. You can get out there. This is an example that Professor Kosoviak in my opening video talked about. I had the honor and pleasure to be part of the Purple Heart Parking Space Initiative. This started off with one email. And honestly, I truly believe that's how a lot of great ideas start. You send one email, someone else gets excited, another person gets excited, then another one, and it grows into something that comes to fruition. It took 1 year at the University of Alabama to get one parking spot dedicated to Purple Heart recipients. Now, we also have parking tags for if you've been awarded the Purple Heart, so you can park anywhere on campus, so don't get discouraged. They can't just park in this one spot. But all I'm saying is even a small idea may take a year. But if everyone in this room had one small idea, it's going to be a ripple effect and cause a tsunami. And it may take a year or two, but I promise you in the end, it'll be worthwhile. This is another image of a local sculptor. His name's Colonel Lee Busby. He served in the United States Marine Corps for 30 plus years. He served under General Mattis in Afghanistan and many other amazing commanders. Colonel Busby now is retired. In his spare time, he sculpts men and women that were killed in action in Afghanistan and Iraq. He lives here, right in Tuscaloosa, right down in Queen City. You can run by his house and wave at him. These are 2 Marines and a soldier that were killed in action. He's using his talents that God has given him for the better. He doesn't get any money out of this. He's turning his organization to a 501c3 charity. He's engaging the community. He wants to give back. He doesn't want notoriety. He doesn't know I even put him on here. He just does it in his garage with his dog, Petey, a cigar, and maybe some scotch. And that's a good day for a Marine, I'll tell you that. So how do we get involved? Well, as Gunnery Sergeant here is doing this cannon, or probably saying, he's probably telling him to open his sweet, disgusting mouth. And I'll tell you what, in Officer Cannon School, I was told that numerous times. Cannon Arango, open your sweet, disgusting mouth. There may have been some expletives in there, but there's a PG crowd. Let's keep it PG. So what do I want you to do? I want you to open your sweet, disgusting mouths. And oh, they are sweet. They're maybe not disgusting like mine, but open your mouths. Reach out. Get involved. We have a great VA center on campus that's always looking for people to get involved. We have organizations such as Veterans in Business, Military Law Society, CVA, all these different military organizations that want leaders and want students to get involved. Like I said, we have the VA down the road. We have the Marine Foundation in Tuscaloosa that has over $100,000 in its bank account. They are trying to figure out what to do with that money. They want to give away this money. They've asked me, Arango, what do you got? We got $100,000. What do you got? I don't know. I don't have anything. Well, find someone. We have money. They want your ideas. People want to fund your ideas. You just have to approach them. So for non-veterans, I know I focused out on the bulk of my conversation. I was not in the Marine Corps for 23 out of 24 years of my life, so I don't want you to feel neglected here. But I am going to encourage and challenge you to reach out to veterans on the campus, to reach out to veterans that you know and people in the military. Because we have to bridge this gap so we can work together in a symbiotic relationship. I promise you, it's not only going to help them, it's going to help you. Because they have skills and attributes that you probably don't have yet, and you have skills and attributes that they probably don't have. And when we're able to work together, we're going to make our communities, our schools, and our country as a whole that much better. But unless we engage in that conversation, nothing's going to change. You know, you might be sitting in class, and there might be a Marine or a soldier behind you, and that can be kind of intimidating. I understand that. We're a little bit jacked up. We like to do weird things. We like to sleep in the mud, shoot rifles, blow things up. That's fun. But don't be intimidated by that. Because we're weird, we like stupid jokes, we like The Office, and we're passionate. And I promise you, if you engage us, we'll engage you right back. So don't be scared. Just reach out your hand like this awesome stock photo from Google. And I promise you, we'll take your hand right back. So I want to leave you tonight with one of my favorite all-time people that's ever walked this earth, President Teddy Roosevelt. Amazing man. This is when he was in the volunteer cavalry. He was a colonel, Colonel Roosevelt. Look him up if you've never studied President Roosevelt. Probably one of the most incredible Americans ever to walk this earth. But he said, do what you can with what you have where you are. I think that sums up tonight, and I promise you that veterans can be a catalyst for change and progress in our society. Thank you.